Hi, my name is Hannah, and today we are going over breath work for the nervous system. This breath is a 3-part breath called Dirga breath, and it's wonderful for breathing into the last very third of the lungs, that when we breathe down into that area, we actually help regulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest part of our nervous system. Super important, right? So if you have ever experienced some difficulty winding down, or maybe you're working through some anxiety or depression or trauma, whatever that may be, I welcome you to participate in this practice with me. So you can do this from any comfortable position. However, I like to do it lying on my back in a constructive rest posture. So that's how I'm going to teach it today. And I invite you to try that, or you could try out a different posture. You could do it sitting up. You could do it lying down with your legs outstretched. It's totally your choice. So where I'm at today is I'm going to plant my feet on the floor. I'm going to take my feet as wide as my mat. And then I'm going to allow the knees to fall in toward one another, creating like a little tent with my knees. I'm going to place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. So when you've arrived, when you've found the posture for you, option to take the eyes closed, or you could leave them open. Whichever one you are most comfortable with. Start by noticing the breath. So don't do anything to change it just yet, just observe. Notice the natural rhythm, the wave-like quality of breathing. Your next inhale, take a nice big deep breath in through the nose, all the way down into the belly. Notice how the belly lifts up toward the ceiling. Exhale out of the mouth. Good. Let's start taking some deeper breaths. With each inhale and each exhale, see if you can extend them just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, allowing the exhales to be slow and sweet. With your next exhale, blow all of the air out of the lungs, out of the belly. Notice that the hand that's on the belly drops down with the belly as you blow all of the air out. You might even feel the core slightly engage. Good. Inhale when you're ready, in through the nose, all the way down into the belly. Lift the belly, notice it fills with air. Move it up into the ribs and the diaphragm, all the way up into the chest. Big breath in. Exhale out of the nose, nice and slow. See if your exhale can just be as long or slightly longer than your inhale. Good. Let's take another. So 3 parts here. First part is the belly. Breathe down into the belly. Then into the ribs. Allow the ribs to expand out away from one another. And then up into the chest, the very third part, last part. Exhale through the nose. Take your time. Slow and steady. And again, moving at your own pace. Inhaling down into the belly, the ribs, very tip top of the lungs. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Exhale through the nose. Let's take a couple more just like that. If it helps, you could even imagine that you're filling up a cup of water. So you're pouring a pitcher of water into a cup, and the water starts at the very bottom first, fills up the bottom of the cup, You keep pouring, you keep inhaling, fills up the ribs and the diaphragm. The ribs expand until it gets to the very tip top of the cup, right up to the edge, which is the edge of the lungs, right up to the very top. And then slowly pour it out. Good. Let's take one more. And now return to your normal breathing. Return to just observing. Option to remove the hands, releasing them down if you have them on the belly and the chest. Notice the difference here in your body. You could tune into the breath. You could tune into the heart rate. Or you could just notice the overall feeling and energy of the body. Noticing any shifts that have taken place. Whenever you're ready, find your way up to a comfortable seated position, and remember that you can return to this place. You can return to your breathing at any time during the day, even if it's just for one breath.